meditation. Just going somewhere where you're not going to be disturbed for the next 20-25 minutes or so. Putting your phone on mute or silent, sitting comfortably in your favorite meditation posture, whatever that may be. It could be lotus or advanced lotus. If you're a advanced meditator, or just sitting comfortably in your chair, feet shoulder width apart. Keep your back straight, cup your hands in your lap, close your eyes, and start off by taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. Breathing into the lower stomach, as though you're inflating the stomach like a balloon. Feel that life energy flowing into the stomach. Squeeze the sphincter muscle. It's the muscle used to contract the flow of urine, creates an energy lock and also a pumping action. So this life, Kundalini energy as it's called in the yogic tradition, gets pumped up the spine. Simultaneously draw it up with your breath into the heart center. Put one hand on your heart. Just connecting with your heart space. Smile. And another sip of air. Draw the energy all the way up into the crown of your head. Just pause at the top of the inhale. Feel this warm tingling thread of energy flowing up the spine. Find some stillness in the gap between breaths. Smile. And just scan your mind. Check in with your mind, noticing any thoughts and any emotions going on. Particularly anything negative. So if it's got any kind of contracted, constricting, limiting, resisting feeling, then that's what we call a negative thought. And usually there's an emotion that goes with it. So notice the thought, notice the emotion, and notice the physical sensations that go along with this thought feeling pattern. Maybe that's just a kind of sinking feeling or knot in your stomach, a block in your chest, clenched jaw, clenched fists, dry mouth, sweaty palms. At the extreme, nausea and panic attacks can come just from your thoughts. So wherever you are on that spectrum, notice, clock it, and now just choose to let it go with the help of your breath and today's lesson, which is today the peace of God or the peace of love envelops me, and I forget all things except His love, except His divine love. So as you exhale, just blowing it all out, imagine that you're releasing all of that negative thought and emotion and the physical sensations, releasing them with the breath like a black smoke out of your mouth. And the bottom of the exhale, pull the lower stomach into the spine, expel the last remaining air out, and just rest for a few moments in the peace and the stillness. And really pay attention to the peace that arises in these gaps between breaths, the gaps between my words. Ultimately, all the words are just pointing you into the gaps. So that's where you'll find peace, the only place you will find peace. Today is International Peace Day, and so just dedicate this meditation to peace. There are many other people praying and meditating around the world on peace. We're joining them in about 20 minutes. The end of this meditation. So just going into that peace, because it's no good just thinking about peace, it's feeling it. It's really matters. So breathing in again. Just breathe in the essence of this peace into your stomach, your heart center. Squeeze the sphincter muscle, raise the energy up the spine, into your heart, to the upper chest and the head. Feel this warm tingling thread of energy flowing up from the base of the spine into the crown of your head. Pause at the top of the inhale, smile. Now exhale. As you exhale, just sighing it all out. making a sighing sound on the back of your throat as though you're fogging sunglasses, but you keep your mouth closed. Air flows out of your nostrils, the chest and the stomach suck back in, and you feel this life energy that you raised up just subsiding back. It's like a wave breaking back into the ocean. And then you pause at the bottom of the exhale, connect with the peace again, and smile, and then repeat the cycle. Breathing in, just noticing all the subtle sensations of your breath, your stomach rising, chest rising, air flowing into the nostrils. Pause, smile, exhale. Notice the air flowing out of the nostrils, vibration in your throat as you make the ujjayi sound, it's called. Chest and stomach suck back in. Energy subsides back down into your lower stomach, coming to rest in your groin. Smile, bottom of the exhale, and then repeat the cycle. So just step back and watch your breath, breathing this nice, deep, slow, rhythmical pattern. Your mind is nice and clear, calm, empty, open, but aware. You're just going to allow these words I'm going to share with you from the preliminary section to this series of workbook lessons we're on what is a miracle. So just listen to these words with your heart. You can keep your hand on your heart center, just staying in this nice, calm, peaceful state, and let the words just point you deeper into this peace. The words are just pointers. A symbol's twice removed from reality, as Jesus himself says in the Manual for Teachers of A Course in Miracles. So they just point you into this deeper state, into a state of peace in your mind. So let them do that. No intellectual understanding is necessary. Just allow them to sink into a deeper part of your mind, your subconscious, and take you into peace as you keep watching your breath. So what is a miracle is the question. Let's hear what Jesus has to say in response. A miracle is a correction. It does not create, nor really change at all. It merely looks on devastation and reminds the mind that what it sees is false. It undoes error, but does not attempt to go beyond perception, nor exceed the function of forgiveness. Thus, it stays within time's limits, and it paves the way for the return of timelessness and love's awakening. For fear must slip away under the gentle remedy it brings. So breathe in, nice deep inhale. Imagine you're not just breathing air, but you breathe in the very essence of peace into your stomach, your heart center, your third eye between your eyebrows. You can imagine a golden or white light flowing in there as well. Just filling yourself up with this light and this peaceful essence. Just connect with this timelessness and the awakening of love in your mind. If you notice any blocks to this awareness, this will be what we call fear, any contraction, restriction. Just let it slip away. This is the miracle, forgiveness. You just blow it all out with your breath, releasing all this negative energy, all this constriction, contraction, tension. Just blow it out with your breath, like a black smoke, letting it all go to the nothingness that it always is, always was, always will be. Pull the lower stomach into the spine. Smile. And then breathe in again. As you listen to these words, inhale the frequency of them. It's talking about grace. So inhale grace. So a miracle contains the gift of grace, for it is given and received as one. And thus it illustrates the law of truth the world does not obey, because it fails entirely to understand its ways. A miracle inverts perception, which was upside down before, and thus it ends the strange distortions that were manifest. Now is perception open to the truth, Now is forgiveness seen as justified. So as you exhale, just blowing out all of these strange distortions. Imagine they're like shifting cloud patterns on a windy day, just scattering across the sky with your breath. They have no power to obscure the eternal sky, which is where your peace lies. That's your true awareness. That's what you want to be informing all of your perceptions. That's the truth. And now is forgiveness seen as justified, as Jesus says. Because forgiveness is the home of miracles. The eyes of Christ deliver them to all they look upon, in mercy and in love. So breathe in this mercy and this love, the very essence of it, into every part of your body, stomach, heart center, upper chest, your third eye, your crown. Draw it up, your spine. Feel this life and love energy rising up. So it's infusing every cell and every muscle of your body, every corner of your mind, with its mercy and its love. And now just check in and notice that your perception stands corrected in this holy sight. And what was meant to curse has come to bless. Each lily of forgiveness offers all the world the silent miracle of love. And each is laid before the word of God, the word of this infinite loving presence, upon the universal altar to Creator and creation, in the light of perfect purity and endless joy. So as you exhale, imagine you doing this. You just laying your forgiveness, every little willingness to forgive in any situation. It's what Jesus calls a lily of forgiveness. Offers the world a silent miracle of love. So offer the world this miracle. Feel this light, beautiful golden or white light, and this loving presence extending out from you. The breath to touch everyone you know, that's family, friends, acquaintances, and everyone you don't know. Just letting it all go. Letting all judgment, all resistance, all separation go, and just blessing him with this love and this light. Breathing in again. Breathe in the light into every pore, every cell, every muscle of your body, every part of your mind. So you listen to the remainder of this short preliminary section to this series of workbook lessons we're busy with. So the miracle is taken first on faith, says Jesus, because to ask for it implies the mind has been made ready to conceive of what it cannot see and does not understand. Yet faith will bring its witnesses to show that what it rested on is really there. And thus the miracle will justify your faith in it and show it rested in a world more real than what you saw before, a world redeemed from what you thought was there. So again, as you exhale, just blowing out another part of your attachment to your investment in this world, the world we think is real, the world we think is there, and all the thoughts and the beliefs, judgments that go with that. Just be willing to let them all go. And letting go of your unwillingness to let go. Just being willing to see everything differently in every situation. So it's said, so it is done. And so miracles fall like drops of healing rain from heaven on a dry and dusty world where starved and thirsty creatures come to die. Now they have water. Now the world is green. And everywhere the signs of life spring up to show that what is born can never die. for what has life, has immortality. So just sinking in a little bit deeper into your mind, into this immortal presence in which lies your peace, your love, your joy, happiness, everything you really want is within you. Just smile at the thought of that. And then breathe in as we move smoothly into today's workbook lesson 346. So just breathing in, noticing how the stomach rises, chest rises, contract the sphincter muscle, just pump this golden or white light energy up the spine in a column of golden or white light. Draw it into your stomach, blowing up your stomach like a light-filled balloon into your heart center. Put one hand on your heart to connect in with your heart presence. Final sip of air into the head. So you just breathed in this loving presence and peace that goes with it, and say, today the peace of God, and the peace of this infinite loving presence. If you prefer calling it love, that's fine. Today the peace of God or love envelops me, and I forget all things except His love. I forget all things except this divine love. And so just do that right now for the next 30 seconds or so. Just sink in to your mind, to this place of peace where you can feel the love. Love is a feeling, not really a thought. And say, Father, Source, my higher self, I wake today, miracles correcting my perception of all things. And so begins the day I share with you, as I will share eternity. For time has stepped aside today. I do not seek the things of time, so I will not look upon them. And so as you exhale, breathing out and just letting go of your seeking, the desire mechanism that the Buddha called the source of all suffering, dukkha, is the seeking, the desiring, things of time. That's people, places, material possessions, money, status, power in the world. And just let all of that go, which means you don't even look upon it, you don't even perceive it as real. So breathing in again, breathing in the light into every pore, every cell, every muscle of your body, pulling it up the spine, through the crown of your head. Take another sip of air at the top. And say, what I seek today transcends all laws of time and things perceived in time. I would forget all things except your love. I would abide in you and know no laws except your law of love. And I would find the peace which you created for your Son, forgetting all the foolish toys I made, as I behold your glory and my own. So exhale and just sink into that glory. Just a place of total peace, love and joy. Letting everything else go. Coming to rest, as the final paragraph of the lesson says. And when the evening comes today, it is the evening now, we will remember nothing but the peace of God, peace of love itself. For we will learn today what peace is ours when we forget all things except God's love. And with that invitation, just sinking in, letting your breath, as you step back, watch your breath, let the breath take you into this deep peace. Feel this loving presence in your heart. Feel the peace enveloping you, as the lesson says. It's encompassing your entire body, your mind. There's nowhere where this peace is not. Just breathe, relax, be still and sink into the peace of God. Let it envelop you and forget all things except His love for the next 2 minutes of silence. And so just very gently on the count of 3, you're going to bring your awareness back into the body and the world. Starting with awareness of the breath and the sensations of the breath. So breathing in to 1, just noticing the stomach rise, the chest rise, subtle flow of air into the nostrils. Life energy rising up the spine, the subtle clenching of your sphincter muscle to help that. Drawing this red, warm thread of energy up into the crown of your head. Pause at the top of the inhale, smile. Just feel the peace in your heart and your mind enveloping you. It's still there, it hasn't gone away. And then exhale, sigh it all out. Make a sighing sound in the back of your throat. As though you're fogging sunglasses, but you keep your mouth closed. Air flows out of your nostrils, the chest and the stomach suck back in. Sighing it all out. And the energy just subsides back down into stomach, your groin, coming to rest there. Pause at the bottom of the exhale. Connect with the peace in this gap between breaths. Smile again. So that's 1, 2. While your attention is down there, just noticing the weight of your buttocks pressing into the chair, your feet touching the ground. Breathe in again. Notice how air flows into the nostrils. And notice any smell in your nostrils. Maybe there's a subtle taste in your mouth. Notice what you're hearing, just tuning into the very subtle sounds in your environment without any judgments. So don't name them or label them or judge them in any way. Just allow them to arise and then to subside. Notice how peaceful it is when you perceive in this way, because what you're really coming from is this deeper place, this higher awareness, which is always peaceful. And you're not letting your sense perceptions influence that. So you're practicing non-judgmental or forgiving perception. This is how you make forgiveness an integral part of your life. It's integrated into every perception. And so to practice this with your visual sense, your eyes, just 3, opening your eyes, look around, let your eyes just rest randomly on whatever they happen to see, noticing various objects that may be there. Letting your eyes rest for a second or two on each one, then moving on to something else, and then something else again. Make no attempt to select anything, to distinguish it. You don't have to name it, judge it, label it. You don't have to think about it at all. Notice that actually your mind is the same. This is non-judgmental perception. You're not differentiating. You're not making anything separate or different in your perception. And this is the key to peace. If you can do this all the time, you'll always be peaceful. So I hope you to practice this. You can listen to the shorter recording that I sent you if you're in the Art of Letting Go Club. It's on the WhatsApp group. I recommend listening to that every hour this evening, and in response to any temptation to get upset by anything. You can also join us right now. In the next few minutes, there's going to be a global prayer for peace, and we're joining it with fellow Course in Miracles students and teachers from around the world. So we're going to head straight into that. If you'd like to join that, and you're on YouTube, I'll put something in the chat. So hope to connect with you there, or perhaps tomorrow we've got another session at 12:30 UK time, 1:30 SA time in the Zoom room, and again at 5:30 PM UK, 6:30 SA time. So thanks for listening, and wish you a very peaceful evening ahead. Namaste, which means the divine peace in me honors and acknowledges the divine peace and love in you. Okay, let me just unmute. So I'm going to join the session now. Have you all got the login details?
Yes, thank you.
Thank
Debbie?
you. Yeah, I'll look at
They're in the email.
Yeah,
So I'm going to log out and then just log in, and I might, I don't know how many people are going to be there. I might see you, I might not in the Zoom room, depending on how many. So enjoy it. So it's apparently it's about a 36-minute process, she said.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Okay, so I'll see you in the Zoom room. Otherwise tomorrow at 1:30, Debbie.
Okay, thank you so much. Thanks, Jono.
Okay, have a nice evening.
You too. Bye. Bye,
Bye.
Hazel.
If you're still out there on YouTube, I'm just going to put the details of the session in the chat. So if you want to join this, it's a global prayer for peace. That's part of the International Peace Day. Just check out the chat. I'll stick it in now and just hop in there into Zoom. If you're still out there on YouTube, I'm just going to right. So I'll put it in the chat, and yeah, hope to connect with you then in this other Zoom meeting. Join us for the peace prayer starting right now. In fact, it's probably 2 minutes into it. So bye for now. Otherwise, I'll catch you tomorrow at 5:30 UK time, 6:30 SA time. Just subscribe to my channel if you'd like to be notified whenever I go live. Peace.